understand what is lookup value function. So this is the syntax for the lookup value function. Okay. And the first argument of your lookup value function is the result column name. Look here, this is the example. So here, if you compare this syntax with this one, you should be able to understand. What is the first argument? I have used it here, unit price. In this case, the result column name in this case is unit price. I wanted to get the unit price from which table? From the product table. Because the unit prices, see, so far I've been giving demo on a single table, sales underscore W04. But in real-time scenario, we'll be working with multiple dimension table. For product, you have a separate dimension table. For customer, you have a separate dimension table. For region, you have a separate dimension table. For store, you have a separate dimension table. And subcategory, you have a separate dimension table. Likewise, different tables will be there. Even the unit price will not be available in your sales fact table. So in that kind of situation, what you need to do is you need to get the unit price from another table for each product in your sales table. I just write it here. Sorry. This is my sales table. The sales table, right, or the order table or the invoice sales fact. We call it the sales fact table. The fact table, you will have only the keys in it, like customer key, product key, and look here. In this case, the product key is there in my sales table. The fact table is a sales fact table. Okay, the fact table, you have the combination of keys as well as the measures. What are the measures? Measures are the numeric values like gross margin, the margin percentage, and you have the revenue, net revenue, and gross revenue, and quantity, and list price. These are all the numeric values, right? The numeric values are nothing but measures when it comes to fact table. The combination of, you just think, the keys, the combination of keys plus the numeric values. The interview, just tell them the combination of keys plus the measures. Instead of saying numeric, measures or fact. Facts are nothing but the measures are nothing but the numeric values. So in the sales fact table, that's why we call it fact table. Fact table will have the facts, which is nothing but the numeric values, plus the combination of keys from other dimension tables. Customer key will be there, because in the sales, let's say in the invoice table, right, you need to have for each invoice, which customer purchased, which customer ordered, which product, okay, and the product key, and under which category that product we are selling it. Product key, category key, and customer key, in which location key, and region or something like that, okay, and the territory, like all the keys only will be available. The customer name will not be available here. The product name will not be available. Instead, the key will be there. If I wanted to know the product name, what I do, see in this table, I have the sales fact table, I have product key column is available. I join the product key from my sales fact table to my product dimension table, because in the product dimension table, I have the product key is available. Along with that, product name is also available. So you need to join these two tables and match this key with this table's product key with this table's product key column, so that you will get the corresponding the name here, the product name. And then once you get to know the corresponding product name, the corresponding unit price also you'll get it, right? This is the idea. In the sales fact table, usually we don't keep the cost price for the product. List price only will be there, the selling price, okay? And if you want to see the cost price, that is available in your product. It's also called a lookup table, the dimension product table, right? So these are all called as, all the dimension tables are also called as a lookup table. Or in the past, we used to, the conventionally, right, the people, the oldies, they call it as a master table or lookup table or dimension table. They call it that way. This table will have the unique values for each product or each customer, right? In the case of DIM customer, each customer only one unique value will be there. Okay, fine. So if I wanted to know the cost price I will have to go and pick up from this table. In order to pick up from this table, I need to, I see in this table, I have 1 billion products are there, right? For which product, and even in the product dimension table, what all the products, let's say Amazon, they're selling, they listed 1 billion products in their website, believe me or not, okay? 1 billion products, they are selling it. Each product, the unit price is available in this table only. But here daily you order it here, like you and me, a lot of customers, they are ordering it here. So whenever you want to do some kind of analytics, right? What is the profit we got it? You have in the sales fact table, you have the list price is available, the selling price, but the cost price is available here only. In order to get the cost price, you need to do a lookup here. Okay, and then only you should be able to get the cost price. That is what we are doing. Unit price in this case is nothing but the cost price. You just think that way. Okay, so what we are doing is, this is the sales fact table. In the sales fact table product key, you take it, and then with the help of this product key, we go and search it in the product key table. That is what we call it as a lookup. You do a lookup of the product key in the product dimension table, and then you take the corresponding products unit price. Supposing your product key is P001, you're in this table for P001. The product name is, let's say, the product name is the shaver, Philips shaver, electronic shaver. And then what is the cost price for this? The cost price is, let's say, 2,101. But either selling prices, obviously more than that. Let's say, you have something like 2,250 or something like that. Okay, this is your selling price, this is your cost price. But the cost price is not available in my sales fact table. So how do I get the cost price? That is available. So for this P001, which is nothing but the Philips shaver, for this Philips shaver, what is the cost price? So for this, I need to take this Philips product key from this table, and then I need to go and look up here. Hey, for this product, the product name is Philips shaver. The unit cost price is, this is the one. So that is what we are doing it here. So we are telling Power BI, using lookup value, take the product key from this table and then do a lookup in my product tables product key column, and then get the corresponding unit price. That's all, guys. That is what the syntax here. But the advantage of lookup values, you don't have to have the relationship between the tables. Okay, even if you don't have the relationship between the tables, the lookup value function will work. Whereas we have a similar thing, we can do it with the related and related table function. But in the case of related and related table, you need to have the relationship defined between the tables. The relationship, the line between the tables, right? That needs to be defined. When it comes to lookup value, you don't have to define it. But in reality, we use related and related table only, because when we are working with multiple tables, right? So ideally, if you go with the relationship, it will be good always. The performance will be faster and all. Okay. So now what I will do is I'll just show you how to use the lookup value function, and then we will proceed with understanding what is related function. First, let me finish the functionality of the related as well as the related table. The same thing we do it with the related also. Okay. But the advantage of related function is very simple. We just, for example, in the case of sales fact table, for the invoice number IN0081, for this invoice number, and in this invoice number, we sold P001, electric shaver, Philips electric shaver. And the list prices, let's say, you have list price is 2,000, how much I mentioned? 2,820, something like that. Okay. This is your list price, selling price. Okay. Or the list price. Okay. And you want, but here you don't have the cost price. The cost price is available in my other table. So in this case, what happened? The syntax is very, very simple. Okay. If I wanted to get the corresponding P001 products, the cost price, simply I say related the unit price. Since you already defined the relationship in the table, right? In the data model, in the underlying data model, you define the relationship between the product, DIM product, as well as the sales fact table, right? You create the relationship product key Here also you have the product key, right? So since you've got simply use related. You don't have to give explicitly like this, because here we did not define the relationship between the tables. Okay. But the advantage is, even if you don't have a relationship, it is doing it. But the syntax is a little bit,